Here are the nominees.
Feels good to be champions, champions. Feels good to be champions, champions. Let 'em know it's set in stone, yeah, never gonna take it away. Feels good to be champions, champions. It feels good to be champions. We on top, but we made it from nothing. We're staying humble, but we're causing a ruckus. If you wanna pop the champagne, go on a rampage. First you gotta win the damn game. Feels good to be champions, champions. Feels good to be champions, champions.
Right, we're recording. Am I hosting my own show?
Yes,
Is
I
that-
think
is-
you are. That's why I just sat here and go, I get to actually be a guest and I sit here and talk when you want me to.
Yeah, this is the part I hate. So, yes, guys, this is it's it's so much different when I'm just doing it on my own. Like, just come on, click the
Bring it.
button. But I've got this new thing that I hate starting with. Hey guys, because like if I catch myself saying it, I'll start the whole video again. Or if I even remember that I said it, I'll start. It's my like thing for videos.
I
If you,
you on my show all the time because when I start shows at times, I'll do it the accent and go, "Hi guys," because we know
I actually watch.
how you
I
do it.
actually see some YouTube videos that just start like they're in the middle, like we're doing with this one. So, you guys are listening and watching the year-end review. We have taken your comments into some consideration and ultimately arrived at our own winners. So yeah, let's begin the show. We'll try and run in some kind of so chronological order is the order of when things happened. We are running in order of importance, but the opposite of importance. We're finishing with the most important. So what do you call that? Descending order?
Would it be ascending? I think ascending. You're going up to the best. That's what I always think. You go upward, not
Oh, yeah, I
downhill,
think-
not downhill.
I think that's good enough. I think that works. Yeah.
Yeah. there you
Okay.
go.
Okay. We're gonna be.
These categories I got issues with, which will be good.
Oh,
fun.
good. Oh, please tell me. Like, or do you want to
Yeah.
do it when we get there?
Yeah, we'll get to it when we get there. And the problem, though, for me is because, like, when you asked me to do the show, I'm like, I am going to be fucking useless because there is so little of shit that I remember. Probably because it's.
Do you have more problem with the
year.
Do you have problem with the nominee choices or
Yeah.
problems with the actual rewards?
Categories? No. No. It was the nominees a lot of time. And then I was like, well, what's my counter to this? And there almost wasn't, but I just know these were bad on certain things. And I'm like, but I don't know what the fuck the counter would be. So we'll get there when we get there.
Oh yeah, that'll be good then. Like, yeah, because I mean, for categories, the main issue I have is if you have a wrestler of the year, you don't need a male wrestler of the year because but you have to leave it opening so
I
that a
was
woman.
shocked you did that, really. I was shocked you did wrestler of the year and you did female and male because that I said, oh, you must be the Hangman. You're woke over here and have to have equal for everybody. Because I'm like, no, it's male and male wrestler of the year and female wrestler of the year. I don't think then there's wrestler of the year because basically when it comes down to it, wrestler of the year is male wrestler of the year.
It is, but there have been a couple of years where women have pushed it, and one was 2019 where Becky definitely won, and last year I thought Liv pushed for it. Like I genuinely do think that she pushed for it last year. So
do they even have like, because you don't even really see like the actual company give awards really, other than the Slammies. Do they actually do male, female, and joint?
I don't know what they do. I don't even know what Dave does actually, because it's lost so much credibility from the years I checked it. I used to buy, and you know, I've just chucked it. It was a year old, and I fucking just chucked it because I'm in Austin's room, and I would have had it right in front of me. The PWI awards.
Oh, the year
That would have been good. That would have been good to see what they did last year. But let's just do ours, and then you tell me where you have the issue. So breakout star of the year.
Yeah.
I chose the nominees for all of these. I went with Carl Fletcher, Bron Breakker, Jacob Fatu, and Stephanie Vaquer.
Is that the order you've given them from top to bottom, best to worst?
I've accidentally given your order.
I was gonna say, wow, that's exactly mine.
But because that's what I'm reading it from. But no, I would give our answers at the end because we will then add it up, our point system. So the way this worked is that there was 4 nominees. Cav ranked them from 1 to 4. I ranked them from 1 to 4. My number 1 gets 4 points. His number 1 gets 4 points. His number 2 gets 3 points, and so on. And then in the end, we will end up with a number in terms of what they will add up to. So let's discuss it for a minute or two. What was your thinking on this? And do you have any issues with the nominees for starters? And then why did you arrive at the order that you arrived at?
So a lot of things with nominees, which is going to go into multiple categories here, is a lot of people were not there for a fucking year. Granted, you're out a month, who cares? One of those things. But I'm like, if you're not consistently there, it's very hard for me to I go, this guy's the best or whatever, and all these categories or whatever what category is. I'm like, this would be my overall best guy, period. However, fucking guy was there for half a year. That's where I'm screaming about Dave's fucking awards no, it was ESPN's awards.
I think with this one, it doesn't matter as much because the breakout doesn't mean debut. And I think that's where people confused. Because you can be around, for example, CM Punk was in the company for a while, but I don't think he really broke out until he did the Straight Edge Society thing, because he was kind of just on ECW, and no one really got who he was until he was this guy from the Indies, but he didn't have a great personality. And then there's a lot of guys that don't break out, or John Cena, for example. He's a better example. I don't know why I didn't go to that first. He was in a company in 2002 doing that ruthless aggression shit. 2003 was real bad, and they were going to fire him until apparently he was rapping in the bus. And then apparently Stephanie went to her dad and said, you can't fire him because she wants all the credit for everything. She wants the credit for John Cena. She wants the credit for women existing. So that's apparently what happened. But yeah, I would say 2003, not his debut year, would be just Cena's breakout. So it's very important to differentiate, because I know here Stephanie's the real one that kind of debuted this year. Jacob, I think, had a breakout. Fletcher had a breakout because he was there last year. He was Will Ospreay's friend. And Bron Breakker also had a breakout, even though he's been around a while.
Cox, I call him Fletcher Cox, actually. So I'm always, I'm like, oh, I got to write this right to Billy. Otherwise I'm writing Cox because I call him Fletcher Cox. Him shooting up the roids helped him this year because his body got fucking great. And you notice he got off that shit too, because he doesn't look fucking even close to his fucking ripped and his jacked anymore.
Did he not get injured in the last pay-per-view? Seriously injured? Is he fine?
Falling on his head? I don't know if he actually did get injured or if he was just fine after that. It looked like shit. And that's when Regal was, saying, what the fuck is wrong with everybody? I saw Elton Prince tweeted finally about what the hell happened to him. And he had a level 2 neck fusion. So he's probably done. But yeah, Fletcher had the best breakout. I mean, it's also hard when you look at the two companies, because it's not WCW heyday. It's AEW, which is by far less fucking company. So it's like, if you do half the things in a company that has eyes, you should probably be higher. But we're not looking at it as that. But I would say they're really pushing Fletcher to be the next guy in line. My whole storyline, I thought, should be that MJF now holds this title all the way till December, and you start a storyline with Fletcher eventually becoming a good guy and taking this belt from him, because I believe MJF is gone at the end of the year to WWE. So he takes away the belt, starts that new era with them. But he's by far the guy that they're going to go with in the future. And it looks like he's able to hold it and everything like that. Breakker, to me, is obviously going to be their guy, which it's funny because they've been pushing him in the next 50 Manias and all that bullshit, right? I am not like high on him. I'm
Oh,
not.
really?
I'm not at all. I'm like, whatever. He's fine. But I'm not like, oh, I would have to see this guy. It just, he doesn't do it for me. And I can't even explain why. It's just, I don't find him like some fascinating guy. I'm
What
way
about when he
more high on
cuts?
Fatu.
What about when he cut some of his promos leading into the Punk stuff, where he took the mic and
It's fine. I wasn't like, oh my God, what a great thing. If anything, I enjoy Fatu talking more. Fatu is fucking fantastic. I could listen to that fucking guy constantly with his street shit and fucking, it's the personality and it's the charisma, I think, that's fucking a big difference. And Stephanie, I that's nothing to me because I almost feel like it was like they don't have anything for her to do. And it's like she's just there. So, this is one of those where I'm like, I don't even know if she'd be in the category. But then again, I go, well, who else? So, but that's my order is how you read it.
okay, so I had the identical order except I swapped over Fletcher and Breaker. For me, I didn't think Fatu technically broke out this year. It was more so the latter end of last year, but yeah, I think that for me was the main issue. Otherwise, if this was an 18-month thing, or if it actually was his year from SummerSlam to SummerSlam, from SummerSlam to SummerSlam, he could have won. But for me, he wasn't break out enough. Stephanie, I mean, she did break out, but I don't like her. So I think the English thing, the lack of English really bothers me.
Yeah.
I think there's been more attractive women. I think if you push somebody because of a move, it really is an indictment on the type of people that are watching it. It's like virgins who just can't just go watch just watch porn. Like, I don't need some arse move and someone get pushed off the back of it. Like, if you get off on that, then you need to get a life. So I'm just not into her at all.
There's a tie then for the number one, right? So it's Cox.
And this is so we'll just discuss this and try and arrive at a winner because it's a tie. So you go 4-3, I go 3-4. So how strongly do you feel that it shouldn't be Bron Breakker? Because I don't feel strongly that it should be. So
what did he accomplish this year? He didn't win any titles, and he didn't. Fletcher was like winning everything and won the title and all that stuff, at least of the TNT.
Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like the reason
he won a title,
the reason I'm fine going with yours is simply because I didn't want to put Bron in this. Like, I didn't want to put Bronson Reed in because I just felt like I had to choose between the two because they kind of broke out at the same time in terms of going with Heyman. In fact, Bronson Reed actually did beat Roman Reigns. So the fact I left Bron
come back.
What's that?
When did Reed come back?
He was not.
It was after Mania.
I don't think he was involved at Mania. I don't think he was involved at Mania.
He blew his ankles out in November.
What's that?
He blew his ankles out in November, right?
Right. Yeah.
The War Games thing.
War Games. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's always one of those things. I'm like, guy wasn't there. I need a full year.
Well, I mean, Breakker did have the Intercontinental Championship as well.
Didn't even see. That's how long ago that was. Yeah, they didn't even think about that.
Or did he lose that before the end of the year? I'm trying to think because I think he lost it to Jay, and I think Jay then lost it back. Jay just lost it straight back to him? No,
right back to him the next fucking week. Yeah. See, this is where I need your encyclopedia brain because I'm like, oh, he never won a title this year. He might have had it fucking half the fucking year. I wouldn't even know.
The thing is that my brain works better with like the history because I just feel like it meant more. And now when things like if you ask me to run through the women's tag team champions, I will not be able to do it. Like, because it's just, because when I'm not watching things and I concentrate, I had no reaction to Rhea Ripley and Io Sky winning the belts on Monday just because it didn't mean anything to me. Like, it's not been some massive build. They're just matches for the sake of matches. And that won't register to me now as something that will historically log in my brain. So when you're telling me, okay, I remember that John Cena gave it back to Dom Mysterio. I know Dom Mysterio won the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. That's the only way I remember how Bron Breakker lost it, because he walked into WrestleMania with it, and I was at WrestleMania, and Dominic Mysterio won it. So I remember it through a bet in a parlay, that kind of thing. But it's not even a good way for Bron Breakker to lose his title. It doesn't give any significance to his run to lose it in a fatal four-way. For me, fatal four-ways are always just routine defenses where you're trying to build up a champion, not where you lose a belt. So I don't like that booking. So yeah, I'm fine with giving it to Fletcher, because I feel like Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker were very much tied. Breakker was there for longer, so he got in as a nominee, and he had a WrestleMania match. But at the same time, Bronson Reed beat Roman Reigns, so I'm fine with Fletcher to win the breakout. So move on to female superstar of the year. My nominees were Io, Mercedes, Toni Storm, and Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
And we have completely different opinions here, by the
Really?
way, like completely.
See, mine went to Io because I think she might have even had the best match of the year in the three-way on Mania.
This thing is so. I'm telling you now, this thing is so fucked when you hear my order and look at yours. Because I tell you, you know what? In fact, before we even enter the discussion, I'm either going to tell you it because the voting has done nothing. You went Io, Sasha, Tony, Becky.
Yep.
I went Becky, Tony, Sasha, Io. Legit.
Wow.
So everybody's on five.
Be tied again. Jesus
Every
Christ.
single one of these women is on five. So this is going to have to be a serious discussion.
Here's
and
my
like
problem with Becky.
Okay.
Where has she been? She's not there the whole year. She's been gone for so long. It's on and off. She's not there.
She came back at Mania. She replaced Bailey in the match, right? So
and then she loses stuff. She goes away again.
No.
Hadn't she been gone for a little bit again?
No. She turned the night after Mania. She went into that feud with Lyra. That wasn't good, apart from really the matches. But then one of the match at SummerSlam was ruined by like a major botch where Lyra had to pretend she was still handcuffed when she wasn't. And that's all that people remember. But the other matches they had up until then were good. I think she's like worked hard to try and get lesser people over, like what she's doing for Maxine. I don't think people would do that. So she's kind of trying to get away from the Becky Hogan thing. But the reason I had a number one is just because she did the best like heel work out of everybody. And I'm talking about everybody in the whole company. Like the way that she was antagonizing CM Punk, she got AJ Lee that cheer. So like her work built up that cheer, and that's the best work a woman's done all year. In a year where women have just been chucked into the ring, I had Becky at 1. I had Tony at 2, just because I think this gimmick is so creative. It's kind of like running its course a little bit because we are into like year 2, but it's still creative enough to keep her ahead of Sasha. What's crazy is Sasha and Tony were so close that Mercedes might have stolen this, and I think we would have both been sitting there going, "What the fuck? Like, how can she win?"
Well,
because
the thing is, the only reason I even put her up that high, and because I wouldn't even have her up that high because of the stupid fucking the 50 belts, and this has been it's been brutal to watch the fucking whole thing, and it's never losing. But if you have to judge it by that, that's why she could almost be 1 or 2 only. Like, I don't know about dropping her any less, because she did have all these records and this and that, and as stupid as they are, they still happened.
And the problem is that she is one of the better women wrestlers, probably the best, probably the best. So the problem is that I have is that she'll tell you, and AEW will tell you, and her fans will tell you, this is the best year of her career. She'll tell you what Mox would tell you when Moxie was an AEW. He'd be like, "Oh, I get to do what I want now. It's amazing." But it's like,
actually.
But then you look at it and go, "Wow, you actually did need to be controlled," because what you want to do is mutilate yourself.
Yep.
And what she wants to do is come out with a horrible theme, turn around and say hello to your CEO. She wants to be this CEO thing, and she wants to win all the time and collect belts. And what she wants to do sucks. So that's the problem.
So I'm like, I think Io's probably the best wrestler of all these people. And had the best matches where like match of the year, that match easily could have been on that list. I would have actually replaced that the one you have on there, Cena and Cody, by far. That was one of the worst of the fucking year. That was a horrible fucking match.
Are you joking? The SummerSlam match.
Oh, okay. You know what? I put it as the fucking Mania match.
Oh my god, that was awful.
That's why I was like, "What the fuck is he even putting this on there for?"
The,
And I'm like,
the SummerSlam match was unbelievable. Like we actually felt like Cena was going to win multiple times because he literally took everything, and the fact that Cena's fucking going up and he's doing Canadian destroyers and he's fucking
move the Cena Cody one up one in my rankings, and number 4 go down one, not 4 points, but the 4th on my list go down. So the one above Cena and Cody drop below, and then put Cena and Cody above one.
Really, I think Hangman and Moxie's a really good match though. So.
Nah, I'm not. I wasn't. I was like, fuck. It was nothing to me. I don't know. I was.
Are you just
power on that fucking whole run? It was so fucking bad, and it wasn't even supposed to be fucking Hangman. It was supposed to be Darby in the first place, but he climbed the fucking mountain.
So were you just done with the screwdrivers and the the chains and all that shit? Okay.
I was, and Hangman doesn't do it for me either. But
let's pick somebody.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's I would if anything, because I'm like, do I move Becky up 1 point, which means then she would win? Which I think I would. I'd move her up 1 point and move Tony down 1 point. Because then I'm moving her from 4 to 3.
See, I have strong feelings about the category. So like I think I could concede like I did for Breakout. I conceded there, but I don't feel like
I'm here and doing at the worst. You've argued Becky to be at least not last place for me. Which
but you've not argued for why Io shouldn't be last place for me, because I just think that again I'm sick of the wrestling. I'm sick of the okay. You're really good at that, but what else are you really good at?
Because like I'm saying, it's like she was in match of the year to me. Like I could be told she was in the match of the year because I don't know if you could argue against that. Their 3-way wasn't as good as the fucking men's 3-way.
More really?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I was there and I disagreed. Like because I didn't feel that way. So
I've heard a lot of also awards where they actually gave that match of the year too. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not fucking nuts about that. But yeah, I'd move Becky up 1, so I guess Becky wins.
Okay, so next up we got male superstar of the year. But I don't know why. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, it's right. Sorry, I thought that I don't remember putting Cody in it, but I didn't put Cody in wrestler of the year. So we got Cena, Hangman Page, Cody Rhodes, and Gunther. And so let's discuss it. So Gunther went into WrestleMania as world heavyweight champion. He lost it to Jay. Jay was a flop. He won it back. And then he lost it to CM Punk and went away again. In between that, he got to retire Goldberg. And then at the end of the year, he retired Cena. I don't feel that Gunther's done enough with that. I didn't feel he was the right person to do it. I feel it's getting to the point where this Gunther thing is forced. And I just want them to like stop with it. That's why I had him bottom. I'm also bored of Cody. So for me, it only came down to the top 2. And even though Cena was booked horrendously, I was shocked that after doing this big title switch from Moxley, that Hangman, I suddenly go to a random like pay-per-view with Nick that didn't seem like it was going to be anything against Samoa Joe, and he drops it. So from actually being a contender where an AEW guy could have stole this male award, it just automatically landed with Cena. It's not Cena's fault that he was given so much shit from creative. I felt when he was actually on screen, he wrestled good, he talked good, he tried to make chicken salad out of the chicken shit he was given. And it's not his fault that his year wasn't overall, that good. But yeah, I felt that his actual performance was good enough for him to win.
He's male of the year because he was the fucking superstar that everyone had to see, and it was he's on next week, he's on in 3 weeks. It was the tune in TV guy.
But the thing is, if he had been, but to his credit, that would have run its course. If he was pasty white, balding John Cena who couldn't move, he did a great job in fucking managing to fucking move, because he was as stiff as
fine.
Oh, he was good in the end. Like he was as stiff as a board when he made those little comebacks last year, and I thought this is going to be terrible. Like, how's anybody going to get a match out of him in this year? But actually, it was fine. Like, in fact, they got better and better as he, like, obviously gained more mobility. So I don't know if they brought someone in, whether he had a personal trainer, whether he was working in the ring and whatever, but he got better by the end of the year, 100%.
Yeah, so I figured the entire company was revolving around him for the entire year. And like we said, the heel turn was horrible. I mean, the heel turn itself was fantastic. Anything that followed was bad. So it's like, if you just looked at that by itself, it's one of the best ever. The problem is it's hard to, take away what we know happened afterwards. But if you were just doing, here's a list of heel turns ever, it's right up there with Hogan.
Right. And even if you try to remove the cloud, the problem with the heel turn is the cloud. The cloud is that, oh my God, is this a group? Is this the NWO? Like, is this a celebrity faction? No, it's not. It's Rock being involved for no reason. Cena could have just like low blowed him, and then we wouldn't have had these issues. Because if you look at Cena's
Mania too, it should have happened at Mania. It would have been one of the biggest Mania moments of all fucking time, but they needed to sell 5 more tickets. Fucking retards.
But if you look at the thing is about Cena's heel turn, if you look at it week to week, and you look at the feuds with Orton, and if you look at the feuds with Truth, Punk, if you look at Cena's mic work throughout, there isn't a bad promo.
No,
all there is a cloud that he couldn't remove. But actually, the heel stuff and everything was fine. So yeah, we have we've longed this out a bit, but we have the same order. I had Cena, Hangman, Cody, Gunther. You had Cena, Hangman, Cody, Gunther. So just before we move on, is this any of the categories where you're going to speak when you don't agree with the nominees, right?
I was fine with this. It felt to me that Gunther was gone a real long time, and in reality, he probably wasn't. But it felt like he was gone for fucking a real fucking while. So
he wrestled. He was there for 10. He was there for 10 of 12 months.
Yeah. See, it seems like it was fucking worse. But that's, to me, it's like all the rest of these guys seem to be around. So, and I'm like, was Hangman even around the whole entire time? I think he was.
Yeah, pretty much.
Remember like January from it, But yeah, that was my issue with Gunther. Otherwise, he could easily, dominate, because he's lost fucking twice,
So heel of the year, the best heel of the year. We don't agree on this at all.
This was hard for me. This was a very hard one where I thought even the nominees were rough for me.
All right, so they are Dominic Mysterio, Gunther, Becky Lynch, and MJF.
Yeah. MJF has been gone forever. He's barely there. Otherwise, if he's there a year, sure. He's not there. He barely has fucking come back. So, and he was horrible with fucking storylines before this, before he finally now he's going to be there. Becky, she wasn't around, and then she became a heel. So it wasn't like a year worth of heel. Gunther's been a great heel the whole time, and the only reason he's not number one is he missed a couple months. Dom's almost a fucking babyface heel because people love him so much. But that's why
I didn't give it to him.
Yeah, see, and so, but he is a heel. He does heel stuff. He gets booed when they want to. It's like almost for fun, but they don't want to. But he's been there the whole time, and he's been a quote-unquote bad guy the whole time, so he was my number one. The order that Billy read it, it's Dominic, Gunther, Becky, MJF.
I need to start reading in different orders.
It doesn't matter. MJF is by far last for me, and it's not due to him not being a good heel, it's due to he wasn't fucking there. Like, I would like to know how many months he actually was fucking there.
So I had MJF as last two because of inactivity.
Yeah.
I felt that like he was the reason I put him in is because he recently returned to like TV, and immediately you felt like, okay,
Thank
like
God.
the show's back now. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, like now I'm gonna watch. And the fact that they still resonated that reaction, and the fact that I wanted to watch when he was challenging for the belt, and then he did that thing where he was trying to get into the Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
I liked all that stuff, and there was enough there for me to just say, okay, if he does a full year, he wins every year. But this year, he just about creeped in. There were other people that I could have had as nominees here, including Mercedes, including Bron Breakker, but because he just creeped in, he was last. The rest of my order is in complete disagreement with yours. I got Dom next, only getting 2, simply because he does get cheered, and he got cheered when he won at WrestleMania. And I'm just wondering, like, if they did enough to kind of cement that he's a heel.
Yeah.
To try and they didn't do enough to get rid of those cheers. So it's kind of like they're scared to say, okay, we might have a babyface here. So
I would assume him and Liv are gonna go babyface together.
well, I think what they're doing is basically saying later on down the line, let's not turn him, he's getting booed enough.
Yeah.
But let's not make him a super heel, which he was initially, like Daddy's boy, like he was before, where you really hated him.
He's got to be the same exact guy almost, but fighting
Exactly.
bad guys. That's about it. You know,
But I think
style, right?
But I think they feel what they have there is a merchandise, a big merch seller and whatnot, and they probably already are. And they feel that if he goes full baby, they can make a lot of money out of him, which is why they didn't commit to the heel stuff, because he's just going out there and getting booed now, but he's not actually, being. I mean, he's more smarmy in interviews. Like, he stays in character. If you've ever seen him do an interview and he says things like,
He's the same.
my dad only got me a BMW and all my friends had Mercedes. That's better, but it's not coming across on TV. I'd gone for next, but it almost felt like I was handcuffed to do it because he was given so much, and he is the number one heel on WWE television. So when he's given so much, you almost feel obligated. And I don't like him, and I think to myself, yeah, it's my job probably not to, that they've done their job if I don't like him. But number one was Becky, because again, she actually got us cheering for somebody. She got everybody hyped for a return. She was slapping around Punk. And even if you liked her, you were thinking, fuck me. Like, I would, if she was doing that to me, I would punch this bitch in the face. Yeah. Like, she was getting right in his face, slapping him around.
I love her doing the Trump stuff now. It's fucking funny as fuck. And it's not just me saying it.
She wore the Bears shirt, the Chicago Bears top in Green Bay.
That was really a good, like, even then when she went to Chicago, she talked shit against all the teams except for the Bears. Notice she never mentioned them. I was like, motherfucker, she's going to bring up the Bears, and she never did. So I'm like,
no, she knows. And then she's doing the Sports Illustrated stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just me saying it. Like, I think that's the best work of the year. Like, so, but we got everybody on 6 except for MJF. That's the problem.
I would move up then Becky 1 rung and move Gunther down 1. So then Becky would be ahead.
All right. So Becky's got 2 awards now.
Yeah, she when her work, because I'm like, my main thing is like, it hasn't been the full year, but I can be convinced that it doesn't need to be a full year if you do the best heel work in a short amount of time, as long as it's not 1 month, then it's like, well, now you really got no time under your belt.
So in the next one, Babyface of the Year, we have a clear winner. The choices were Cody, Punk, Tony Storm, and Hangman Page. I gave it to Hangman Page because I felt like he was the most organic, but he wasn't. There was no division there. Everybody wanted to cheer for Hangman Page. Everybody wanted him to beat Mox. It was kind of AEW giving it to their guy who was there from the beginning, but then they dropped it very quickly. Yeah. But in second place, I had Cody because he is your white meat babyface. He is starting to get mixed reactions, which is why he didn't win. And I don't personally like him, but he is the best babyface. After that, I had Tony Storm because I spoke about this earlier. I don't need to repeat about the gimmick. And in last place, I had Punk because I don't like CM Punk. And
See, that's what's wrong though. You can't do that. You
and
can't
I
judge it that way. Otherwise, I'd be like, fuck all the AEW fucking people.
no. It's not just that. I think the minute he killed his credibility when he walked into Saudi Arabia and said, I apologize for what I said. It's like, you are a fucking greedy, hypocritical piece of shit. You're not a fucking babyface or a heel. You're just a fucking money grabbing piece of shit. Like, and at that point, it was like, do you know what? Like, I can't ever get on side of you ever again.
I think that you would do whatever you were fucking told if someone was going to give you a fucking fortune. You'd be a Bears fan. You wouldn't go, no, I'm not going to take $2 million to fucking wear this Bears shit and say, go Bears.
How many, you don't know how many jobs and opportunities I have talked myself out of. So, I mean,
I know most of them.
well, you only know the ones since you met me. There are like another fucking, I mean, the big ones were before you, to believe it or not. So
if you could rewind the clock, you'd probably go, you know what? I could have been fucking nice and just taken the money.
Oh, I think the ones in my 20s, I think,
you know, I mean, that was fucking 10 fucking years ago or whatever. People do fucking change. I mean, you do get softer in older age where you're like, who cares, you know? But I mean, I was very interested in that whole thing too. But did you see like Cena was gushing over that? Did you see that on the Cody interview?
What's that?
About him gushing over Punk going to Saudi.
Oh yeah, he said that was his moment of the year and all that. Yeah, for me,
a weirdo too.
Yeah, for me, there's a staleness now with Punk. There was a moment this year, and he sort of came through it where he was completely exposed, where everybody turned on him, where they're all like chucking up his tweet and everything, and they put pressure on him to the point where he had to go and say something. And I almost felt like the Saudis might have said to him, listen, I can have more forgiveness and I could move Punk up a place if I actually get told categorically, if I get inside information that the Saudis said, we're going to arrest this piece of shit as soon as he comes into the cut. If he lands here, like, unless he agrees that he's going to say this, he can't even come. So unless that was the situation.
It was organic with that guy yelling at him in the crowd. I think if they don't do any of that, it's never brought up.
Here's what I think. I don't even think it was organic when he said it in the first place. I don't think this guy has an ounce of morality. I don't think this guy has an opinion. All his opinion is I hate the people who aren't paying me. Like, I fall out with people, and if people fall out on me, I hate them. He's kind of like me, because like I'll turn around and go, I hate Conan, I hate Disco. Like 6 months later, I'm friends with everybody. But at the time,
so yeah, what are you talking? Yeah, exactly. You are. You're the exact fucking same. This guy should be your fucking hero. It's a fucking goddamn identical, other than drugs.
Yeah, but it's like
banging as many people as you can. Fucking next. It's everything is the same.
His whole thing is who's paying me, who's doing something for me, right? It's all about me. Who's feeding me? Who's giving something to me? Oh, you're not paying me? Fuck you! Like, and that's he doesn't stand for anything at all. He wears I don't even think he cares about
the woke shit though.
But I think because it helps him. I think he thinks to himself, if I wear this, like, these people are going to be on my side, and then, you know, at some point it'll be trying to win back the other side. He's just a sellout, 100% sellout.
Well, that's what you think.
So,
but, you know,
so Cody, so your guy wins this. Cody wins this.
Cody would win because Cody was. I mean, you can't get more white meat babyface than Cody. If you're doing babyface like traditional, good.
But he got booed last night. He got booed last night, and it's finally starting to catch up with him. I think. I don't think we'll be
a true country. You know, like it's foreign land. It's foreign land. So they're like, you know, oh, we like the Scotsman over there. You know,
but the thing is that that's a feeling that a lot of people have, and now it's come to the forefront. I think. You saw it in the UK, and then it kind of bled into WrestleMania. Do you think now that people have seen it, if he goes back onto US soil, it will bleed into US TV?
I don't. I don't, because when we saw
So
him
you
with
think?
Drew
So
there,
you
I
think in
said,
12 months' time when we're doing the show, we'll be putting Cody in the babyface category?
no,
You don't think there'll be a
actually,
turn?
I think he will do a turn, but I don't think it's because people are booing him at all. Because I think that's the best time to do it, is when you're not a bad guy. You know, when people aren't shitting on you. That's the bigger shock. And they still try to talk about the sheets saying that it's Cody and Roman at Mania, which makes no fucking sense to me.
No.
I don't want to see that. I want to see Punk Cody, actually. That would be fine for me to see. But if they are doing Roman and Cody, the only thing possible that would make it interesting is if Cody flips. Then you have a whole different fucking thing to look at least. Otherwise, it's why? It's the same. We just saw this. It's two good guys now again. So I'm like, no, it would have to be flipped where it was good guy, bad guy. Now it's reversed.
I mean, what you could have, I think Sami Zayn's going to be that number one contender moving forward. Because he's going to get
He wins the Rumble next year because Saudi is Mania.
Yeah, I mean, it would. I mean, they could give him the title match now against Shrew and have him lose.
Yes.
But also, what they could do also is have Randy win the belt in Saudi Arabia, and then you do Cody Randy.
That's good. That's good because I don't think Drew is going to Mania with the belt. I think it's a quick turnaround. And like I was saying, I was going to do a Billy Body and text you and say, I told you so when Drew won last night. But I was like, you can't go through all this and not win the fucking belt. I mean, fuck. It was the same as I thought when you were surprised that Samoa Joe won, where I was like, and you said, oh, do you know what? Crazy. And I was like, fuck, I wish I was able to, because I didn't think that was even a fucking question, because I'm like, you can't turn the guy bad guy and fucking lose the next two matches. Like, why? Why'd you do it for?
So I said to my friend, I was like, there was a look a few weeks ago, and I said to him, I think Drew's winning. I think Nick Aldis is turning heel because Cody said to him, you work for me. And then Nick gave him a look. And I thought, okay, so Drew's winning and Nick's turning on Cody, but they didn't do that. So if you said to me that Nick Aldis is not turning heel, I would never have guessed that McIntyre was winning. So, all right, let's move on to worst wrestler of the year. We have a clear winner. The nominees were Nikki Bella, Jey Uso, Eddie Kingston, and CM Punk.
I'm gonna guess what the winner is, and it's not even my order. I'm thinking the worst is going to be Jey.
Yeah, that's right.
Because for one, I know you're never gonna put Nikki number one. Which I see, this was the category I had the most problem with, actually, in all of the nominees. Because I don't think anybody is shit. I thought Punk shouldn't even be close to this because I think all the fucking matches he's had have been fucking phenomenal.
Oh my God, are you serious? Are you serious?
Storyline has been the best storyline that he's in. Him and Cena were the best of Cena's entire run this last year. That was the best story they had, was him and Punk. This was this year, the Breaker one, but I'm like, he's the most entertaining and interesting person to watch to me. And I got no fucking skin in the game. I never met the fucking guy. I don't give a fuck either way. I don't give a fuck what he likes or dislikes or anything. For me, when I watch any of these things, I do the whole dance monkey. I don't give a fuck what you're into, who you like. Like, I know the people that are like Foley, he can't be with the company because they like Trump or whatever. I don't give a fuck who anybody likes. I don't care if they fucking align with fucking the devil. What the fuck do I care? You're putting on a service for me and being
no, neither do I. But when it bleeds onto TV, when you start wearing rainbow tights, when you go into Saudi Arabia and start apologizing, and then John Cena says that's the moment of the year, that's when I start to go, do you know what? Fuck you. Like, I start to push back.
Like you're saying though, his work is no good.
His work is awful. Like, the guy cannot fucking move. Like, he botched the matchup against Jey. He was botching all over the
is him and Jey. It was a
he was all over the place against Braun Breaker. Like, he can't move. He's slow. He's old. The matches against Cena wasn't that good. The triple threat match at WrestleMania was good because CM Punk sat out for 10 minutes in the corner. to try and like get his fucking breath back. Yeah, I just think it's time to retire. Like, I just don't think that you can do it. I mean, I have got him higher than Eddie Kingston. Like, Punk's not last for me.
See,
Eddie Kingston
to me-
and Jey Uso are worse.
But Eddie Kingston also has been back for a month. I don't know how he's even in the category because of that. I'm like, he's not even there. Worst to me is almost, and this is where I have a problem with my encyclopedia brain, not like yours, because I'm trying to think of people like before we always had worst babyface and worst heel, things like this, where it was like Mojo, shit like that, where it was like, this guy's fucking horrible. But there's nobody to me that is like a fucking botch machine and just fucking, just shit. If anything, it'd be probably some of the women on AEW that's like, there's always a fucking disaster that happens or something, right? But I'm like, I don't think Jay's fucking bad. Like,
Oh my god, he's
fine.
bad.
You think his matches are shit?
I think he's uncoordinated. I think that he gets lost out there. I think that we're seeing that why he needed to be in a tag team. Like even in the build up to WrestleMania, he was making mistakes. This isn't also just about matches as well. This is also about the staleness of the character, like the rewind, all that kind of stuff. Like this is
it's over like a motherfucker. It's not like they're not over. I mean, that's fucking. I haven't seen a dip even a little bit when it came to that. And I think that's why they can't flip them. And it's weird because it's almost like they want to. And like they keep giving those clues and then nothing happens. Because I think they're like, guy sells a fucking ton of shit and the crowd goes fucking crazy. And now they're getting the 76ers game to fucking yeet. It's you can't turn them fucking heel then. It's like the yes thing. You can't fucking do it. Like for me, even like I can't stand Nikki, and it's more of her real life personality that I can't fucking stand. I'm like, in the ring, it's normal, it's fine. I don't see like, oh, she's fucking, can't do this or that. I do laugh my ass off when she says her fucking STFU is not the same as Cena's because she lays next to the person, not on top. Fuck, like it's the same fucking move, and and it's the vapidness of her. But for me, it was like all these people I don't think are fucking worst, and like especially Eddie I think Eddie on microphone is fucking fantastic. I could watch this guy constantly because he's like real life to me.
if you don't go to the gym, you're going to keep landing in this category because it's not just about wrestling. If you don't go, and I hate people that turn around and say, I hate people that turn around and fucking defend it and say that it's not fucking bodybuilding. Well, it is.
Well, at the same time, you don't want everybody to be fucking, look the fucking same. Like Mason. What was that guy's name? Mason something or something Mason.
Mason Ryan.
There you go. Mini Batista, right? I mean, not everybody got to look the fucking same. Like,
yeah, but nobody looks like that.
Right?
Nobody looks like that. That's the fucking problem. And the thing is, it's different when you're it's different when you're like big, where you're like Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
But he's a skinny fat guy.
Yeah,
he's just fat.
Very fat.
He's just fat from the alcohol and the junk food. He's not a Samoan. He's a fat guy. He's a fat guy from a bar.
You don't find him entertaining as fuck on mic
and
everything. Or
when I don't think somebody should be employed, I don't care what they say.
I got you. So Jay is.
You may as well just hire actors. Yeah, Jay won this one. Yeah, Jay's the worst.
What was your order?
My order was Jay.
Worst to
Jay, Eddie, Punk, Nikki.
Okay, all right.
Nikki doesn't bother. Nikki doesn't bother. Nikki doesn't
put her on it.
Well, Nikki's the worst wrestler in the butt out of the group, but she wrestles. But she wrestles women, and the standard in women's matches is that low. Because she's the worst female wrestler, it looks worse than it actually is. But she's not significantly worse. Like she's no worse than Maxine. Maxine could have, but Maxine's character work has been
on Maxine. I'm like extremely high on Maxine to say, and I said a very fucking hot take. I said she'll be like Trish status of Stratus because
she's the best looking and she can, and now we can see that she can talk.
Well, she's fantastic on microphone, which is shocking to me too. Like there's no stumble at all. But when you watched Trish originally, remember her first microphone? It was horrific. I'm like, woof. And she was bad. And she did the, the women's matches with the big shoes and all that kind of shit. So it was always garbage. But where Maxine started, where people were like, get out of here and talking shit to her and shitting on her and I'm like, I'm sure a lot of it's Becky in the matches, but some of those matches toward the end with the Becky thing, the one before she like won the title, they were fucking good. And it was like, what the fuck happened?
But I mean, the whole program's good. And if you look at Becky's year, for Becky to
lost the belt back to her, but
to Becky make you care about her and Lyra and her and AJ, and then she made you care, and then made you care about her and fucking Maxine. Like, means Becky can elevate anybody, and she deserves like 2 awards.
Yeah, I get that Becky is like carries a lot. Lycra, which I call her, there's something going on with that where it's like she's almost just a glorified jobber at this point, like hanger on and shit like that. And that whole fucking Bailey story is horrible anyway. I don't even know what the fuck they're doing with that, where she's like bipolar. But yeah.
So for the last one, this is Wrestler of the Year, which we kind of already did with Male Wrestler of the Year. But yeah, Cody's out and Becky's in because I was expecting her to win Female Wrestler of the Year. But this is not very exciting because we agree completely.
Same order. Okay. And
not the same order. Not the same order.
Oh.
So I have Cena, Becky, Gunther, Hangman, and you have it as Cena, Hangman, Gunther, Becky.
Yeah. Yeah. I have Becky low on a lot of things just because I keep feeling like she's not there full time. But Cena, like we said, the year revolved around Cena, as non-storied and all that kind of stuff. And it drives me crazy that he said he wanted to do this many dates and they go, no, we just need 35. Like, what the fuck? What? I mean, talk about no fucking, innovation and thinking of things to do.
So here's the part of that conversation I don't understand. Okay, so maybe you don't need him all that time. Maybe it's some sort of budgetary reason. But you turn around and go, okay, instead of doing this 1 year thing, how about this 15-month thing where you turn around and say, okay, he announces that my last WrestleMania is going to be in Vegas. Like, so you do 15 months, right? Or at least finish. If he says next year's Royal Rumble is going to be my last Royal Rumble, like, how do you finish on Saturday night's main event? I mean, you surely finish at Mania. You go into the Hall of Fame and you have your last match the next day. Like, simple as that.
Yeah, I like that too. The end at Mania. I don't know if they just wanted it clean, where it's like this start of the year, end of the year, we're done and we move on. I really wish it was like, I was hoping at the end when they're like this many dates left, and I'm like, the him and Gunther thing, then it's like only Gunther talking. I'm like, they could have just said, how about 2 more dates where you just show up to Raw to fucking conference, go.
Everything was wrong with this. Everything. I mean, you didn't have The Rock turn up there. You didn't have The Rock there. That put a massive cloud over it. But at least then you started the storyline of, I'm going to ruin wrestling. I'm going to retire with the belt. So take it to the last day. Like, he's about to go home with the belt. Saturday night's main event is John Cena is going to go home with the belt tonight. What the fuck did Cody do between SummerSlam and Saturday night's main event where you needed to do that at SummerSlam? Okay, maybe you needed to turn Cena babyface for these 2 months so everybody could like him again. But I think you commit to the story and say, okay, we run this. Cena might have the belt till the last day, and then you can chuck him out on Monday Night Raw, or you can just do a big hug at the end and Cena cries and then everybody comes out. Like, all you need is 5 minutes after Cody beats him for him to turn around and hand him the belt, hug him, and then everybody comes out and says bye to Cena. He would not have sold one less fucking signed photo, one less cap, one less t-shirt if he'd been a heel the entire time.
I get the you want to celebrate him as a good guy thing, which it's almost like they shouldn't even fucking bother. If they're going to do this, don't even make him heel at all. But if I'm fucking around in fantasy land and thinking of things, it's he does that to the end where I'm taking it home. So you go, oh, and it's him and Cody at the end, right? And you go, okay, well, Cody's going to win this so he doesn't leave with the belt. And he fucking wins it. And ahead of time, though, you got to have someone who had won Money in the Bank that can cash in this and take it. So you're like, oh, and the credits are coming on the screen, right? And then bang, music hits for whoever the hell it is. And it's got to be, you know, another super babyface that comes out and makes sure he saves the company and doesn't let him leave with the fucking belt.
Right.
Or he goes, you know what? Maybe because he's a bad guy and goes, you know what? I'm going to show up on Raw just to have a fucking goodbye celebration. And, you know, I want to see what the new belt looks like because I'm taking this fucking home. And then someone could cash in that next day or some, you know, one of those deals. But it's almost like they just said, fuck it. When it came down to, I think Rock fucked this up more than anything else because.
Okay, he did. He did. Granted, he did, and then that sort of gives you a pass for going into Mania. Travis Scott being all that weird shit, right? I mean, I would have just left Travis Scott completely out of it. But then moving forward, Cena did do decent work as a heel, and he's turning around, and the new story is I'm going to retire as the last real world champion, and he just cut it short at SummerSlam. Like I don't know why you just don't see it all the way through. And then he has his last match. And then they decide they're going to throw in another pay-per-view. So they need him to do 2 dates to promote that. Then they run out of dates at the back end, so he can't promote his last match. So then they do it as a fucking tournament. A tournament to retire somebody. It's all garbage.
And it's not going to retire him either. It's his last match. Gunther bragging, I retired. No, you didn't really. When it came to that last tap out thing and the smile, I go a couple ways with it. One is like, come on. And also that you've lived your whole life of never give up. You give up, which is very fucking weird. You know, you're like, and I also get the smile thing where if you're thinking movie style, like you then go into a thing of beautiful music and you're seeing all of his career highlights and everything like this. And I could finally die now. I've accomplished everything and I'm happy with everything and I'm fine with everything. So he smiles and goes, I just can't get out of this. I'm giving up. I see that too, even though I wouldn't have fucking done that. I would have had him fucking win the last match. If anybody is,
I had a way to win, which Disco said to me was, Disco actually said to me, that's so great. Like they could have done that. So basically, I didn't tell you, did I?
No.
All right, so this is what I had, and it keeps Gunther completely strong. So Cena's in the sleeper, right, and he passes out, and the ref does the arm thing. So he drops it down, and it's done. So he's about to go ring the bell because Cena's passed out, and Gunther stops him and says, No. And then he says, it's not over. He grabs the mic and saying, I said he was going to give up. He doesn't get to pass out. He goes, wake him up. He's going to give up. So Gunther then is going around ringside. He's getting water bottles and stuff. And he's fucking spraying Cena. Like he's slapping him around, wakes him up. He's like verbally abusing him. He gets fucking hit with Cena's finish while he's abusing him and gets pinned.
I like that.
So he won.
He did win.
And he woke it, but he didn't. But he said, you will give up, which he doesn't do because he passed out. So he doesn't let the ref stop it, wakes him up with the water and the slapping around, and then it slaps him up into the point where he revives him to get hit with a fucking finish.
That's really good because then the next day he's just constantly going, I won yesterday. And everyone's like, not really, you didn't. No, you see, he fucking passed out. And so then it's like he just changed his mind. No, I won. You know, so yeah, that's a fucking very good one.
He doesn't lose anything from that.
That
crowd would have gone nuts.
Yep, they would have. And then it's like both people fucking really won.
Why am I sitting here doing this? And I could be in these
burn bridges. See, you just gotta apologize like Punk. You would have been working there.
Yeah, I just got to support Saudi Arabia and the LGBT community at the same time.
Like Trump. Why not? That's what they care about more.
What's that?
They love Trump at WWE. So there you go. You're in. Just go, hey, me too. We had one more category, you know.
We do. We agree mostly on it though. So it's match of the year,
Mm.
last one, and the category. The nominees are the three-way match from night 2 at WrestleMania: CM Punk, who did nothing, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. Logan Paul versus John Cena from Paris.
He was the reason Paul turned. It was the whole fucking catalyst to it.
The turn does factor into why it's so high. Hangman versus Moxley, which we know Cav doesn't like, and John Cena versus Cody, the rematch, which made up for everything. So
you know, one of the reasons that Hangman Moxley gets a fucking bad one is the same way. I would say if you would look at Dallas Mania, what was it? Triple H and Bryan? No, Triple H and who? Who was the fucking main event of Dallas?
They've been to Dallas twice. Which one are you on about?
It was Triple H.
Oh, sorry, no. You're talking about Roman and Triple H.
It might have been. See, I can.
Or are you talking about Roman and Brock?
No, it's with Triple H has the belt, I believe.
Roman Reigns beat him.
Yeah, don't they come down to the ring in a fucking him and Steph in a fucking motor? Yeah, okay. That gets shit because the fucking show was 12 fucking hours. And by that time, I remember being on the couch going, I can't wait for this to be fucking done. I had a group of people with me. And I was laying on the couch going, I wish they were gone because I want to go to sleep at this point. I was fucking done. I was bored. I couldn't fucking watch anymore. And it's AEW's pay-per-views. It's the same goddamn thing. They're all fucking forever. Like 12 fucking matches between the pre-show. And it's like, oh my fucking God. So by the time you get there, it's like taping Raw, SmackDown, and Raw on the same night. You're fucking done, man. And you could have the greatest match that ever fucking was in the history of the fucking world. You won't even fucking know it happened. So that's a problem for me every time there's fucking long time. So yeah, they were in the shits for me. And plus, I didn't give a fuck about that storyline. That really didn't do shit for me. Not seeing a belt in the fucking briefcase for fucking however long. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah, that's kind of like in a similar category of the John Cena thing because you had like one storyline there, whereas you actually put The Rock on TV, so they deserve more criticism. But AEW, that pretty much storyline seemed like Shane McMahon was coming in at the beginning.
Yeah,
and then when he didn't, it was like, what the fuck is this? So to run through, Cav's order is the triple threat number 1, Logan and Cena number 2, Cena and Cody number 3, and the Mox Hangman match was last. My order was Cena, Cody 2, number 1. And I was at the top 2, by the way. The three-way is number 3. The three-way is number 2, getting 3 points. Logan Cena in 3rd position. Sorry. Let me start again because I'm reading your order and not mine. Okay. Yours is in order, so why am I doing that? Cav had the triple threat first. He had Logan Cena 2nd. He had Cena Cody 3rd. That's the problem because you swapped it during the show. And he had Hangman and Moxley in last place, right? Okay. My order is Cena versus Cody part 2 at SummerSlam as number 1. The triple threat from WrestleMania in 2nd place. I had Hangman and Moxley in 3rd, and I had Logan Paul and John Cena in 4th spot. So by having 7 points over 6 points, the WrestleMania triple threat match wins. I have no problem with that at all. I guess the reason why it kind of went below Cody versus Cena is because where it went afterwards with Division, and then Seth gets injured.
See, it's hard to do that though. Like I don't ever like the same thing with the Cena's fucking year or where his heel turn went. I have to look at like when you go greatest heel turns of all time, and it's real hard to separate when you go no, because I saw what the fuck happened afterwards and saw what went afterward. You go, no, just turn itself. So if you look at just turns itself, not to be on a different subject, but I think Cena's heel turn was better than Hogan's. The Hogan's was like, I think it was more of a shock, I think, with fucking Cena.
No, I don't think more of a shock. I think more brutal and more like, and I think Cena's is something that you can put on to a stranger and say, "Look what John Cena's doing," and it looks like a really brutal heel turn, and you can get emotionally invested in it. When you show people the Hulk Hogan one, you have to say, "You don't understand." Hulk Hogan said, "Train, say your prayers, eat your vitamins." Hulk Hogan teamed up with Mr. T. Hulk Hogan was the biggest role model in the 80s, and now he's done this.
Either that's what bothered me. They fucked up and threw the referee out of the ring where we supposed to count the pin. It was like, oh fuck. So Razor Ramon counted it.
Yeah, but I think to aliens, you need to tell the alien who Hulk Hogan is. But the alien can see that John Cena's turned into a piece of shit without knowing the backstory. So what's crazy is that when people turn around and go, "Yeah, but it was Hogan," do you actually know that John Cena was a babyface for longer than Hulk Hogan was?
Really?
When Hulk Hogan turned heel, he'd been a babyface for 13 years.
No,
because he only turned. Yeah, it's crazy. He only turned in 1983 because before that he was working as a heel against Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
So he did the Rocky movies, and Vince brought him in '83 and gave him the belt straight away in '84.
Jesus.
And then we had WrestleMania the next year. So Vince wanted to come in straight in. He got revenge for Backlund and beat the Iron Sheik. So he came in at the end of '83 when he was first time he was a heel for a while because Hulk Hogan was a bad guy who worked with Andre the Giant and whatnot before in Shea Stadium, etc. So yes, 13 years he was a face. John Cena was a straight babyface for 21 years.
Man, you know your history a little too much.
21 and a half, 22 pretty much, yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean the shock of, Hogan, because we never saw it really, we never saw his old shit or all that stuff, but the very cartoony with Hogan too, with the fucking, he has the leg drop and it fucking thumbs up to everyone. Hey man, thumbs up. Let's go guys. We're bad guys together. It's like Hall and Nash had to fucking teach him like how to not be fucking goofy.
But it's crazy because like shit like that, like when it feels a lot longer in time, like stuff from when you're younger, like whereas now it feels like years are like flying by.
Yeah.
Like we're closer to 2050 than we were from the year 2000 now.
I know, I'm closer to the grave too.
Oh yeah, we're both like way half done. And with my substance abuse, like I don't even know like when shit might just shut down. So
yeah, I'll just have a heart attack and drop one of those days.
Yeah, you got a heart attack in your family.
Yeah, that one side of the family lives to 100, the other side dies at 40. So
I got cancer on my mum's side, and I've not, and I've lived a brutal 20s. So,
well, maybe the drugs burn out that shit though. I mean, look at how long did Ozzy go? Shit like that, and look at Mick Jagger. They've done enough drugs to fucking kill horses.
That's true.
Yeah, so sometimes it just burns it off. But that's that.
But you got the COVID shot too, so that'd take years off you as well.
I'm still waiting for it to show up. I think COVID fucked me up more than the shot did because
how many shots you got?
Oh, I get the first one. That was it.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah,
that's not.
Yeah, I don't get I don't get the flu shot. I just fucking go. Yeah, if you get the flu, you get the flu. That's life. But man, my memory. You thought it was bad before. Since I got COVID. Holy God, like I can't remember shit. It's bad where I go, fuck, did I like everybody gets that. What did I walk in this room to do? But it happens way more often.
Oh yeah, like I get that though. Like
it's worse.
I go on to I have this weird thing as well, my short-term memory. I'll go onto Google. I'll be like, something will come into my head and I'll go into Google and then I'll forget why I'm on it. Like why did I open up Google? And it's literally I'm okay remembering like every main event on every pay-per-view. But like I can't remember what I opened Google up for.
Yeah, it's old shit I could remember too, like from life. But yeah, anything they go, oh, so what was last week or something? You go, fuck. That's why I'm like with wrestling now, I take the notes, I say what happened. If anything after that, I'm like, what was at this fucking, like me and Faust will do the whole thing where I go.
He messaged me yesterday and said
people on that fucking pay-per-view, not one.
He messaged me yesterday going, you ready? I was like, for what?
Oh yeah, no shit. I was like, I complained to everyone. I go, this motherfucker. I go, you're the one who told me you wanted to record today. You're like, oh, like what the fuck?
All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Later.